Hey, friends, it's been a minute. I should have done the math before I went live and counted up all the minutes in 2 weeks and said it's been this many minutes. But, those are the notes we should give ourselves before we go live. Hello, I hope everyone had a wonderful 2 weeks. At the top of the show, I want to say you're going to get another break next week. You're going to get another break from me. I didn't want to, but I'm going to be off the air next Monday. So I just want to get that out of the way right now because I always feel like I do a really crappy job of giving anyone notice about anything, including this whole JeffCon business. So I just want to do that right now. And I'll probably remind myself at the end of the show because I wrote it in my notes and then I'll do it again. But anyway, that's for later. Hello, everyone. How are you? Mark, Mike. Let's see, we got Mark, Mike, Patty, Alan, David. Hello, Brandon. Pizza Giraffes here. Look at this. Good to see you again. Jason, Books. Yep, you're gonna get a pay cut with these apps. I know. It was all necessary. Oh, my beard is like half a day away from needing like beard wax or some shit like that. Beard wax. What do we got? I'm gonna pump up some light in here. Yeah, it's a little better. It's a little better. It's a little, well, is seeing me more a little better or not? Maybe not with the doctor recommended for people with good vision. Christopher, good to see you. Alexia, Pizza Drifts. What is that icon? Is it a fly? Good evening, everybody, says Phil. Hello. Yes. So we got a lot to talk about. There's a lot of fun stuff that is in the world. And all of this stuff, chief among them, I just saw it in my camera. I'm like, I can't ignore this for too long. This is out today. This is Daytide. Daytide by Chris Panettiere, Rapture's first full-length novel book. I read it. I got to do a review on it. I did a 3-minute video on it today. It was a short talking about this because I unboxed the tin today and Phil saw it. Yeah. And so I got to do a proper review, but I do talk a little bit about what the book's like. And, it's a dark fantasy. If so many books I really enjoy, I would not have picked up if I read the description of them. Like Boys in the Valley, I don't think if I had gone to a bookstore and read that description, I would have been like, oh, okay, it's a period piece. It's an orphanage. Because here's the thing. I think a lot of writers could get that messed up, could mess that up. And in the wrong hands, it feels like a try-hard is doing his period piece of these orphans in the Pennsylvania Valley. And it's like, if it's not done really well, it's going to suck. It was awesome. So these are my limitations, right? So if I read the synopsis for Daytide, angels drinking turpentine, and being addicted to violence and doing cosplay, be like, what? Is that Jeff? Really, Jeff? Is that what you're going to read? But it was a riot, a cacophony of mania. Basically, these angels live in High Side. They're addicted to violence. They'll kill each other at the drop of a hat. And they get tangled up in the imbalance of the universe. That's all I'll say, because you got a lot of reading to do. And this book, you can pre-order it today. But I'm giving this away at JeffCon. This arc and the tin, I'm giving away at JeffCon to one attendee. The stack of giveaways is sick. I got 4 JeffCon Third Rule of Time Travel Fantasia editions. I'm going to give away one of these. It'll be unsigned, but Philip will be there. So if, you can kind of, hey, Phil, don't call him Phil. Philip, can you scribble in mine? I'm also going to give away one of these. These are sold out. So you'll have the JeffCon PC copy. courtesy of Earthling. Because the guy's going to be there, and Paul Miller's going to be on a Zoom. Paul Miller, you'll get to see Paul Miller and interact with him via the internet. I haven't gone into that as much as I should have. I mean, I haven't done anything as much as I should have. But I'm giving this away. Well, not this one, the PC copy, and a broken binding edition of Third Rule of Time Travel. Still in the whole wrap. An unsigned copy of Nerve Endings. A signed copy of Dead Leaves. Yes. Yep. Signed copy of Dead Leaves. All kinds of stuff. I'm giving a fat stack of the giveaway. And so a Midas, signed Midas. Yep. There's going to be, I think with the amount of attendees we have, everybody's going to win one. So far. We're going to just saying. So it's going to be amazing. And this whole thing, this is going to be, I can't say this is one of 40. You see, this is number 40 out of 40. They saved the best for last. And yeah, I did read the ARC. So, you could probably turn that into the police and get some DNA off of it. Palm prints, fingerprints, and frame me for murder. Whatever. I don't know. It's a value add. So these are very limited and very, very cool and not for sale. You can't just buy it. I'm sure some douchebags will be throwing them up on eBay as douchebags do, but this is such a cool thing, Mitch. And Mitch and Chris did such a great job on this. I might lie and not give it away and just oopsie doodle, I forgot to bring it. I'm tempted. Who does something like this? I've never seen anything like this, and I got a lot of books. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of a special thing. But it's a really great read. I mean, it's a lot of fun. And angels with swords. I'm not going to say anymore because I don't think, again, if I was describing this book to Jeff Terry, 4 months ago and said, hey, you're going to read a book about these things. Like, none of those categories tickle me, but there are tickle rooms in Daytide. Tickle rooms. There are. I don't think we get to go in any. I don't remember. I drank too much turpentine. But really, at the end of this book, it's a wild examination of human identity and our place in the cosmos. It's a lot of fun. So, and as collectible, I don't think you can really beat it. Very first Rapture book, etc., and so on. Number one's here. Good to see you. Gauntlet is doing a second printing of Rambo. Oh, criminy. Gauntlet shouldn't do a first printing of anything. I don't like talking about Gauntlet. It gives me the sads. I get a bad case of the saggy sads. Saggy sads. Hello, Jeff. I ordered Daytide last week and just saw the short you uploaded. Oh, cool. Rob loves books. That's good. Yeah, I hope you love it. I hope you do. Because I also ordered it. So I'm going to get that. But Beef Daddy's keeping that one. It is hard to let go of an arc and something like that. It is hard. It's going to be a tough road for me to talk myself into it. It's going to be one of those things where I try to hand it over, but the hand won't let go. Heart wants what it wants. But no, I would really love to see somebody get something like that. And I don't have. It's a rare thing to be able to give away. So I'm trading it in for cosmic points. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just be honest. Greetings and salutations. I don't know what offer you accepted, Stephen Wayne Nelson Jr., but it probably means I end up in tears. Jay Stones, good to see you. Hey, what's up, Cool Rooster Games? Good to see you. Hope you and your brother are doing well. Oh, and can't wait to see you at all, Jeff Kahn. Yes, you'll be there. That'll be nice. Paul Miller, awesome. Yeah, he's not going to be in the room. He's going to be on a screen, and you could speak truth to power. You know what I'm saying? Good evening, Lance. Good to see you. Good to see you. Most of his stuff would make great movies. You're seeing that to Jay Stones. Boys in the Valley has to be a movie. It would be a great movie. And you're right, Mark. Bingo. Boom on the nose. I think, what would be an awesome movie would be Autumn Springs. I also think Widows would be an amazing movie. Very, very cool. And in fact, Keelan Patrick Burke talked about being inspired by The Fog. This is his nod to The Fog. But the UK edition. Now I'm embarrassed, kind of. As embarrassed as a guy who broke his embarrassment fuse like 20 years ago. But I am embarrassed. I don't have a trade edition. I was counting up all the editions. I got one coming from Underbrush, Mysterious Galaxy. Who else? I don't ever order from Amazon. And I'm going to look at other stops along Philip's tour and probably order more. So this is a great book. If you haven't read it, you're really missing out. There's a lot to love about this book. And, even on the second reading, so usually on the second reading, you kind of tiptoeing through it. You're really not devouring it like you would on a first reading. Everything's so brand new, you're dying to figure out what happens next. So you got a little bit more incentive pulling you along. But even on the second reading, I'm jumping back. I so look forward to the moments where I get to sit down and read this in particular. Now I'm not reading this copy, but you get to sit down and revisit Rose and Miller and Gopi and the Baxter sisters. And it's just, man, it's a lot of fun. And in typical fashion, Philip Fracassi makes you actually give a shit about the characters. Seems to be a lost art in fiction nowadays, but who am I, I got that thing down there. The hell's on my seat? I have a dog, and he sometimes is a little needy, and he bumps my legs and all that. So, and he pushes the rug around, and I can't roll around as neatly as I'd like in my little corner of the world. So what's up? Yeah, Widows is so good. It is. Jay Stone's Boys in the Valley was first written as a movie script. Yep. Thank you for adding a little bit of information, Hans. Something this channel sorely lacks. But yes, it was written as a script, and you maybe bought that. You could buy that. And there's a script, that and Gothic. Cocoon meets Sleepaway Camp. That's pretty succinct. Aardvark, $4 for your first book, and you only have to order one. Yeah, I wish I'd have known that. But it's amazing. I got my copy from Barnes & Noble on the weekend, and the Underbrush signed book with this book plate this afternoon. I'm getting mine tomorrow. And I'm getting the Aardvark copy maybe tomorrow as well. So Underbrush and Aardvark. I'm also getting that. If you guys haven't done it, where is it? I'm sure I have it up. Yeah, here we are. So if you haven't done it, I was really jazzed about this. He got the Aardvark copy, and he was super. It's a larger size, has different kinds of boards. And for me, I think the limited edition of Autumn Springs should be large print, because it deals with, elderly or, geriatric, the golden years types of people. And large print would play into the story. That would be kind of fun as a limited treatment. Of course, obviously, more pages. But anyway, it apparently is oversized. It's bigger than the regular trade edition, has different boards, And he was really impressed. Now that always I always like hearing that because I like it when the author really digs the books. When he or she likes the quality of the book that's published, it fills me with it's an endorsement I don't know that I need, but I like seeing it. And he was really happy with the way this one turned out. So I'm getting it. And yes, you can get it for $4. Get your first book for $4 with code FALL. It's right there. Right there. If you just stop and read, it's amazing what you see. So, hold on a second, please. Minor level emergency. So yes, I don't know how many aardvark books I'm gonna want. But even at full price, it's $17. I mean, come on, it's like not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Not a big deal. Anyway, so check that out. I'm reading the paperback right now, and the print is tough. Yeah, you're reading the UK one, huh? Oh yeah. Yeah, that would take some that would take some. I'd need a lot of light. And yeah. No, I feel for you, Mark. The trade you should be getting soon. You know what? It's a little toasty in here. Let's check in with the Magic Duff Bucket. So I hope you guys have gone there to get this because $4, it's like I can't even get a cheap paperback for $4 anymore. What do you got for me today, Magic Duff Bucket? You got one of these 7% ABV pumpkin spice latte nitro. It says it's what does it say? Pumpkin ale with spices, coffee added. This was okay. I had one of these before. Oh, well, it's talking back. See what you got to say after Beef Daddy pours you in the glass and then drinks you. Wasn't much of a creative threat, but it's a beer. And I'm a thirsty guy with a beard. Hans is the only guest I want to see at Jeff Fest. There's a Jeff Fest? I would hope Hans should show up. I would love it. Get our huzzahs live. My SST, the Angel of Indian Lake, made it in today. Very cool. I saw the cover of that. That's very nice. I mean, all SST books are they all have great covers. It's like I said, my beard is just like a half an inch away from needing some level of intervention, perhaps with beard wax or some sort of product. And I'm not a guy that does product. I don't do product. Lance, wait, did I say? Oh, Mitch is here. Hello, Mitch. I already talked about your stuff. So you missed the best part of the show. You missed it. How I wish no money for that. Oh, I'm sorry, Hans. I'd love to see you be able to make it. Reach out to me. That'd be nice. As a 61-year-old, everything everywhere should be large print. I hear you, Jay Stones. I hear you. Mitch, you're going to sell all your copies now that you finally publicly announced Daytide. I hope so. How are they going? How are they going, Mitch? I'm reading the paperback. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I already did that. As I already called, Jeff and had the Red Hand Nitro Milk Stout and hated it. I didn't hate it. The Red Hand, the Milk Stout. I didn't hate it. It's just like, I drink. I want a beer, and I really, really, really want to enjoy what I drink. All my 20s in all those bars, drinking Miller Lite. Ugh, it's just like you kill your taste buds. You don't understand. You don't appreciate really good things. And then you get older and you're like, man, I just want quality. I just want to enjoy it. Can I enjoy anything anymore? So the bar goes up. Now this smells fantastic. This smells like it will be a pumpkin spice latte. I know that probably made a few of you guys gag, especially people with more testosterone in their system probably gagged a little bit. But um it smells just like if but it just doesn't pay off. And I know if I'm going to take a sip, the bearded life, you gotta like Anyone else going to the Dungeon Crawler Carl Kickstarter graphic novel? Yes, I did not. I keep getting served up commercials for it, and it has the voiceover talent. Achievement unlocked. Oh, hearing that made me absolutely want the Dungeon Crawler Carl audiobook. I definitely I want to hear the second one now. And I think I have to hear them. Like Kevin, that audiobook was so awesome. It's almost like it really won't be the same because now when I read it, I'll be hearing that voice, and I guess it's fine. I'll already have that voice going, and I'll have some echo of the audio going, whether I want it or not, and I will want it because it was cool. That was a fun experience. So I gotta listen to it or read it. My brother-in-law just finished it, and he's a D&D guy. Like, and excuse me, when I say that, like he actively plays D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, not and or dragons, and dragons. There will be dragons, and he really enjoyed it. So I think he's on the track. You're welcome, Matt Dinneman. He's going to be reading all 3,000 crawler books, and I still have to get to number 2. So many books to read. Jeff Fest needs Hans. We can all agree. You don't want a fantasy league update, do you? Huzzah, producer Jill. You got a huzzah. Did you unscrew the lid, though? What? Wait a second. Oh, wow. Mitch. Oh, that is awesome. I swear I was going to unscrew the lid. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. Thank you for telling me about that. Now I can't give this away at JeffCon or Jeff Fest. That was awesome, man. That was really cool. That was really cool. Man, a lot of fun. So I don't know how you guys did it making these things, but you probably made your wee little ones do it. I need that Dungeon Crawler Carl. I don't make a name. Don't title your book something that I can't say. Run it by me first. Sales have been solid. Fantasy League update. What do we got? Fantasy League update. I'm climbing up from the pit. Oh, that's not the right league. Philip killed me because I'm an idiot. I'm awful this year. I'm awful every year. Let's see the league matchups. Who do we got? We got Philip killed me, but not by much. 102-99, so he beat me. And then Peasants Eat Cake had a monster game. 166. God damn. You're gonna Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. is gonna advance to 4-1. Then we got Brandon, who beat Patrick Game of Zones. Not it's not over, but it doesn't look good for Game of Zones. Doesn't look good for Patrick. Got that Chizridge. Mitch got that Chizriz. Mitch beat my brother-in-law. And he advances to 2-3. 2-3 for the year. Mike Hughes. Oh my God. Oh, Mike, you had a good game, but Jason Murphy is gonna drub you. He's already winning by 0.20 points, but he's gonna drub you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be the bearer of that bad news, but damn. Um that is cool. That is cool about the feather. I just finished the second and started the third audiobook. Oh, that's cool, RA. And good evening. Dungeon Crawler Carl really takes off around book 4. Then they just get better and better. God damn it. Mitch, you need to offer a package for your subscribers to get all future releases of Rapture. Well, maybe not a bad idea. I got to get more of my ducks in a row, LOL. Yeah, you're sounding like Jeff. That's not a good way to sound, Mitch. But you should do a right system. You could do it where you got the first Chris Panettiere, and now you're in for all the future Chris Panettiers. Or you could just do general, you are on the Rapture train. The day, how about this? The day, release day, the day it releases, all the people who have ordered, the day the book gets shipped, all the people who have ordered are get rights. And then everybody else, if there are any left, the cleanup crew, they don't get rights. How about that? Let's do that. I don't know. I'm just doing your business for you. Live, where it's even more fun, live. Mitch, I think I ordered one, didn't I? Oh, that's funny. I literally just finished the third Dungeon Crawler Carl book today. You guys are all junkies. That's cool. I agree with you, though. You, my friend, are in for some great reading. I got to get, okay, blah, blah, blah. Jeff, Widows smells amazing. Did you inhale its odor yet? Wow. I thought I did. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that smells like book. Is this the one somebody might win? Or is this my copy? No, this is my copy. Your copy at the giveaway will not be sniffed. All those scents will be there waiting for you at the giveaway. At the Jeff Con giveaway. Got that stack, man. The stack is going. I don't know when I'm going to pump the brakes on it or if I'm ever going to pump the brakes on it. So many books to give away. Book 4 introduces my favorite character, Samantha. Samantha is amazing. God damn it. You guys are talking about new characters. I haven't even read the second one. Son of a bitch. Man, I got to get it now. Maybe on the next road trip I go on, I'll have to listen to it. Achievement unlocked. Or I don't even remember what he says. Yes. Dungeon Crawler Carl. That guy, man, he hit a formula, he hit a premise, and rock and roll, man, all the way. Great job. I mean, that is what is satisfying, you know. Okay, it's the opposite of a Bentley Little book. Oh, shit. I got to write to Ron Clinton. You guys got to remind me to write to Ron Clinton. Oh, my God. I forgot all about it. He is offering a very sweet copy, a very sweet book for the giveaway. And God damn it. I feel, man, so many new achievement. Yes. Not achievement unlocked. That's just me messing it up. Yes. Yeah. Ah, man. I gotta listen to it. So many books. And I still have to finish the Matthew Corbett series. Still got to do that. So many books. Oh, by the way, this was, if you didn't see it, this was my Twisted Retreat unboxing, An Evil Premise. evil premise. I mean, it sounds like an interesting book, but Twisted Retreat, man, I'm digging them. I'm digging Twisted Retreat, and if we're gonna play catch up with Philip Fracassi, you have to be subscribed to Twisted Retreat. So you're either gonna get on the full box or you're gonna get on the wait list for the book only, because they're doing Autumn Springs Retirement Home Massacre. And I'm dying to know how that's going to turn out. Now, it'll be like an alternate dust jacket, illustrated boards, sprayed edges, new end sheets, and signed. So Aardvark is a great book, and I'm glad Philip is not amazed, but is very impressed with it. That makes me happy, and I'm glad because I got one coming. But Twisted Retreat's going to add all kinds of stuff to the reading experience. Now, yeah, I guess you could not like the art. It is a bigger gamble, but I don't know. I'm very excited for every illustrated edition that's coming out. So there's going to be so there's Aardvark, which you should have gotten, Twisted Retreat, a Broken Binding edition, which I don't know if that's Black Crow or Broken Binding or both, like they're doing with King Sorrow, but that would be a good one too, because that'll go really nicely with the third rule of time travel. So there's that one. And then an Earthling. Paul Miller dropped that. He's doing Earthling is doing a deluxe treatment for Autumn Springs Retirement Home Massacre. That is, so then I'm going to have the UK, the US, the Aardvark, the Twisted Retreat, the Broken Binding, and the Earthling. There's going to be seven. I'll just add another one. 6 editions of this book, and it is a fantastic book. Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. And not to mention, I got the arcs. Yeah, plural. So it's going to be going to be an awesome little run of limited edition for Cassie's. But Paul Miller was such a class act, and if you saw my newsletter, he's asking people to write reviews for Philip Fracassi. And it was actually good because it's a reminder to me. I read these books, I do the channel, I do videos, I talk all blah, 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 blah. But it's the reviews that really count. I mean, seriously. My videos get viewed by hundreds of people, but you could reach hundreds of thousands with a review on Goodreads or Amazon. So, and it's seriously the aggregate of the stars, and people do like, chances are they're looking at the Google or the Goodreads and Amazon reviews before they're looking at the Jeff Ward videos. So please do that. Please review the books. If you enjoy the books, review them. If you hate the books, review them. Speaking of which, you ever hear that Chris Isaak song, Baby Did a Bad Thing? It's an awesome song. I love Chris Isaak. Sometimes when I'm sitting there sipping my pumpkin spice latte and listening to Chris Isaak, those are the most female things I do. Also, Sophie B. Hawkins. I was told by a woman who knows that Sophie B. Hawkins really was not making music for me. Even though I enjoyed her music, I have Tongues and Tales and Whaler. I don't know if I have anything else by her. Tongues and Tales and Whaler. And I was told by somebody who Sophie B. Hawkins wrote music for that she didn't write it for me. She probably appreciates my fandom, my admiration, my appreciation. She appreciates my appreciation, but she didn't write those songs for hetero white boy. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm listening to Sophie B. Hawkins and sipping my pumpkin spice latte, I also listen to Chris Isaak. And anyway, Baby Did a Bad Thing kept popping in my head every time I looked at this book, because I got this book to get a hardcover chapbook with a Philip Fracassi essay in it. It was one of the promotions. I talked about it somewhere. I might have posted on the Jeff Word Facebook page. But Cemetery Dancer, Richard Chismar was offering, if you buy this book and do the receipt, tell them you bought it, tell them show them the receipt, they will send you a chapbook, a hardcover chapbook with a horribly designed title cover that's really bad. But it has a Philip Fracassi essay in it where he writes about this the scene, the Stephen King scene he found to be the scariest. And Philip's in there. So I'll get it in November and I'll have it for Jeff Con. So I'm going to get that signed. But now I got this. And you know what this opens up? This opens up the door for a review. An honest review. I've read Widow's Point, the first one. The original, the one with the Francois Vaillancourt cover. But I dumped it. I sold it because I was so pissed off at Richard Chismar. And that was the only one that could get me any kind of money. So I sold it. But now I have this, the complete haunting, right? And I guess a bunch of characters are added to it. And it might be better. I don't know. But I'm going to read this. And I'm going to write an honest review. Hey, maybe I'll love it. You know? Maybe I'll love it. Maybe it'll be something that's... I'll start the review by saying I started this book planning to hate it because I read the first one, and the first one was okay. Like, I didn't hate the first one. It was room temperature horror. It was tepid, but it wasn't offensive. It wasn't stupid. It had one creepy scene that stands out in my brain. One creepy scene. So, and I think this book starts with the original, and then it goes into a group of ghost hunters are going to find out what happened to the author who was staying in the lighthouse, and what became him. So I'm going to read this and write a review. But always, if a book hits you, write a review. Like, that is so important. And I say that as a reminder to myself, because after I bloviate on the channel, I don't do anything else. Like, I don't do anything, worthwhile, like write a review and tell the world what I thought of a book on a place where they're actually reading. So yes. Where are we at? New achievement. Opposite of Bentley Little. Yeah. When is Jake going to open his website? Jake Goldberg? I don't know. Is that who you're talking about? I have no idea. I started reading Blackwater this week. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm 250 pages into it. It's a chonker. I got the omnibus from my boy Paul Suntup, and I want to read it. What month is Twisted Retreat doing the Fracassi book? I think somebody deducted, surmised, inferred from the clues they gave on the titles that it would be January. So you got, the October book, November, December, January. It's not bad. So, and the thing is, you can't get on the book only wait list right now. I mean, you can get on the wait list, but you can't get on the subscriber list for the book only. You can get the box, the full box, but that's, $50. So I don't think you want to spend $200 just to get a book later on for the rights to. I mean, although I don't know what your situation is. The full box is fun. I did 2 of them. You could see those. They're fun. They're nice. They got a lot of stuff in them. It's fun, but space is limited, and you get some things maybe you can't use. I gave my daughter the the meat cleaver purse because I'm really not going to walk around with a purse. Maybe a gun holster, maybe, but not a purse. So there's that. So I think it's January. I get the book only. Yeah, me too now. Can't wait for Paul's Autumn. I know. Do you see that? The Ben Baldwin art is just stunning. I finally got on the book only. I changed my full box to book only starting next month. Oh, Mike, I bet you that's bittersweet because I don't know how long you've been getting it, but yeah, it's just not. It's nice, and I think you know what I would do is I think those would be fun to gift somebody if you have a bookish friend or a horror book friend, and you want to get them something nice. Um, buy them the book, buy them the full box. It's a fun experience. They pack really well. There's a lot of great stuff inside, and but just month after month after month, getting all those extras. It's the book is what you're there for. Patty, Blackwater is a long journey, but well worth it. Oh my God, I can't believe you caved. What was your prize? I filled you in on that. So it's I don't know if it's still available, but they're doing a chapbook, and I swear I mentioned it on Facebook. Now I'm feeling bad because if you missed out, I'm gonna feel bad. Let me see. Where are we at? I opened up Facebook and then I'm seeing all this autumn spring stuff. And let me see on Jeff Word. I'm just clicking around. There were some Buffalo Hunters available. I mean, I talk about it? Yeah, I talked about it in my newsletter, I believe. I did. Yeah. Maybe that's where it was. I don't know. Did I write about it? So Philip should rebind a bunch of paperbacks himself and make a real deluxe edition. Oh, that'd be cool. Blackwater is an excellent autumn read. Oh, really? Maybe I'll read that. I'll put that on the docket. I got suckered into A Widow's Point. Also, I'll be getting a collectible Silver Bullet for Stephen King book. They also emailed me a $19 Amazon gift card to cover the cost of the book. Well, there you go. How much money is it costing him to be a rankings whore? Like what is he doing? I caved in on Widow's Point to get that It chapbook. Oh, damn. I don't want female themed trinkets. Yes, Goldberg. Yeah, the trinkets are geared toward lady folk for sure. But I don't know. Oh, wow. There was a ghost or something. We're going to turn down the lights. Turn Down the Lights is another book I'm waiting for from Cemetery Dance. Man. Of all the extras, the only thing I actually use is the spoon holder and the Poe neon light. That's funny. The spoon holder really did make an impression. The spoon rest. It's on my shelf. That was a good spoon rest. You just can't really judge how one will react to a spoon rest. And I think if I had control of the coffee station over there, I would put the spoon rest down so that when people stir their coffee and they put their spoon away, they could put it in the spoon rest. But I have a feeling I would get vetoed for putting that there. And I'd get in some form of trouble somehow. How are the fantasy football leagues going? Oh boy. Yeah, you've officially lost, Mike. There's no coming back. You're Dunsville. You're done. Yeah. Yeah. And I gotta look at my other league and see how I'm doing. Let's see the matchup. It's a 50-50 chance I might win. I may very well win my game in the other league, but that's neither here nor there. Have to bounce a little early this week. Later, Gators. Okay, as a reminder, I'm not going live next week. Just putting that out there. My arms are itchy. It's very humid here in Tennessee. It's just there. It's there in the air all around you. So yeah, you got a lot of autumn springs. My recommendation to you would be to read the book. Read Autumn Springs. It's out. It's available. You can get a $4 version from our friends over there, Aardvark, and get it, read it, devour it, because there's a lot of special editions coming. And if you like the book, you're going to want them. And, you know, that's the collector's life. It's what we signed up for. You know what I'm saying? Go to got the conversation tree email for Foundation and Empire today, man. It's nice to see these publishers thriving, carrying on, doing good stuff, living the life, keeping the lights on. It warms the cockles a little bit, you know. Let's see if we sold any more Jeff Con tickets. They're still available. And oh, by the way, I just got a production note. Hold on. I just got a production note telling me I need some grooming. Jeff Con tickets are still available, and Chris Panettiere will be there. He is he's the guy, man. He's the guy that wrote this thing, and he'll be there. He's also the big he does all the art. I'm just looking. No new. I can't let the clapper ding because I didn't do another sale while I was live. Anyway, not while I was live. Just checking it out. Nope. But if I do make a sale, I'll ring the bell live. It'll be a little treat for everybody. Nobody's ever heard a bell. You know, it'll be a very rare thing. So anyway, get Autumn Springs, read it. You're gonna love it. You will. I mean, I just honestly don't think anybody can't. Where are we at? Oh yeah, and then I'm gonna tell you about this again. This, you go to Goldsboro and you gotta get this. It's going to be coming out. The publication date, it's available October 23rd. You gotta get it, man. Darker Days, a signed edition of Darker Days. Thomas Old Hoovelt. Are you guys familiar with his signature? Oh. If you're not, let me kick this bucket here. Come over to the shelf here and show you. Oh my God. Oh, this is painful to live through. In case you need incentive on the signature, his signature is built different. That is like the polar opposite of Josh Mallerman. There's a lot of things in there that I think I'm getting another production note. Hold please, let me check it out. Let me see. No, I did not. I thought I did, but I'm good. Gotta maintain. I got a brand to protect. His signature is art. Yeah, he really does it up. And I don't know how Darker Days is gonna be. I haven't read Oracle, and it really does hurt my heart. I got Dungeon Crawler Carl. I got Oracle. I got a bunch of Malfys. I got Tyler Jones books I haven't read. Did you see? Oh, I love it when worlds come together. So we got Bibliopathologist and we got Tyler Jones. Both will be people at Jeff Con. They will be very living people at Jeff Con. But I love it when it comes together because look at this. Here we got a bibliopathologist rebind of Burn the Plans. And if you can't tell, this is hand marbled paper and Bradle binding with quarter leather. I'm not 100% on that. And they're, with the original cover in there. This is so cool. Signed, Burn the Plans. Beautiful job. I love it. So all I'm saying is, stunning stuff. And so I love to see it come together with a hardcover rebind. Two of a kind. The only two in the world right here. Burn the Plans, which I haven't read. So that's just like what comes to my mind is that I have a tremendous truckload of books that I'm dying to get to. The Robert McCammon Corbett series. I have Keelan Patrick Burke books I'm dying to read. I can't get to them all. Like, what do we do? Like, I think what I should do is create a time machine or an ability to read multiple books at once. I think Dungeon Crawler Carl has to be audio, though. I think that squares itself away. And I should just listen to that as audio and read, when I have the quiet time to read, which is increasingly rare. I want one of those Burn the Plans. So I got them real big right here on my screen. I want one. But yeah, that's the thing. That's you always want. The Foundation Collector's Edition is amazing from Conversation Tree. I'll definitely be ordering Foundation and Empire. Damn. Oops. David Mitchell has a great signature. Really? I think I read one David Mitchell, Slade House, and I really liked it. Didn't he write Cloud Atlas? By chance, anyone driving down from New York City, Philly to Jeff Con? Just wondering. Oh, yep. That's yeah. You're he's not answering Alan's question. I wish I could just get you all here somehow. I wish it was like a teleporter. I would love to get everybody. Yes, Cloud Atlas is one of my favorite books. Haven't read it. Did you read Slade House? That was really good. And I think it's his. Now I'm kind of. Oh yeah, new shirt, new achievement, glow in the dark Friday 13th shirt. Get it at Walmart. I'll get no money. It's the proper thing to do. It's proper. So yes. What did we talk about? We talked about Jeff Con. We talked about Chris Panettiere is going to be there. Yeah, and if you didn't know, so is Tyler Jones, Philip Fracassi, Keelan Patrick Burke, bibliopathologist, Rapture Brewing, Francois Vinecourt. I mean, he's coming in from Canada. Just for me, I'm blown away. This is like the best birthday party I ever threw myself. And it's not my birthday, but I'll just pretend it is. Okay. All right. Okay. I got it to work. So we got that. I showed you the Burn the Plans, but they're also Longsight M40. I have it written down here. Why? I have Tyler Jones, Longsight M40 with an exclamation point. See? And I don't know why. What is that exclamation point? I haven't read it yet. I'm getting it in the mail. Lethe is sending it out. I'm getting a couple of copies. I'm very excited to get them. So there is actual bona fide, authentic enthusiasm involved with Longsight M40, but was there news on it? I don't know. He recently did a video. I can't talk about that. That's on the Patreon. Go be a patron on the Patreon, and then you can go see that. But anyway, go get Longsight M40 at Lethe. Yeah, it's private. Yeah, thank you, Mike. You're trying to pull me back from the abyss. You're like, Jeff, you going there, and that's just the hard life. It's the hard life, because I remember at the very end of the video, so keep it to yourself, Jeff. I felt called out, but I understood, I got the assignment. I almost spilled the beans. I haven't read Slade House. Oh, you should check it out. It's really trippy. I hope I can get a deluxe of Moorcock's Elric when they do those books. Yeah, I remember being in the brawl, being in the rights fight. Yeah, I promise I'll trim my beard for Jeff Con. I promise it'll be shorter. I'll get it down. I'll get it down to like a respectable. I won't use product unless Twisty Retreat gives me some. What if they did that? What if they just said screw it? We're gonna reach out to the men, and we're gonna do male themed products for one box, and it's gonna be gun cleaning stuff, beard stuff, creatine, supplements to get those gains. One of my favorite memes or memes is Jesus, an illustration of Jesus, because we don't, the photos haven't been AI'd yet, but a meme of illustration of Jesus holding up whey, WHEY, whey protein. It says, Jesus, show me the way. And Jesus says, get those gains, bro. So you can get whey protein in the body. I mean, there's some things you could do. Maybe that's what I'll start. I'll start a Jeff Word subscription box for men. For men. The beer swilling, gun toting men. Working on their cars. Does anybody work on their cars anymore? I don't know. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see what we throw in that box for the men. What would be some good products that you could throw? Leather conditioner. You want to treat your leather items. Beer and books. We need a Rapture box. Oh, have you read We Live Here Now by Sarah? I'm struggling with it. I heard bad things. Or I heard disappointing things about We Live Here Now. No, I haven't started it yet. That bums me out profoundly, because I love Sarah Pinboro's stuff. And it bums me out that book is kind of not found its or it's just kind of a misfire. I don't know. I didn't read it. So again, another one in the stack. The big, huge, never-ending stack. Okay, everyone, that's for me tonight. Have a great 2 weeks. Yes, I'm glad you remembered. No show next week. So, yes. Now, I don't know if the SST was a secret pre-order. Yeah, I do too, but I'm 30% in and really considering DNF. Ooh. Yeah. I mean, once in a while, even the best authors write a book and they maybe had something in mind and they just didn't quite make the connective tissue to the reader's brain to make it really sing the way they intended. It happens. Look at Metallica. They have that album, Saint Anger. SST is now public. I think it went public Saturday. Well, I went to their site, Mike, and it wasn't there. So I don't know, but they're doing a really hot title right now. They're doing the pre-orders for it. If you're on their subscriber email list, you would have seen it. And I have an interest in it because it's SST, and I also have an interest in it because a lot of people I respect spoke highly of the book. So I am very curious to read it, but it's just not in the cards for me. And I'm sure it'll sell out for Paul. So I think a lot of people will get it. So yes. So I don't know if I can talk about, but you know what's really surprising to me, and I think maybe not so much to everybody, maybe not, but Firestarter is still available from PS Publishing. Firestarter. It's a slipcased hardcover. It's available to order, but I think I saw it shipping. 149 pounds. Do we know what the British pound to the dollar is doing? 149 pounds. Let's do 100. Oh, come on. You know what? That Google should be my default. So 149 Great Britain pounds to USD is 200. Yikes. Even though it's $1.35. But wow, 149 pounds sterling is $200. That's not nice. That really is not nice. That gets me upset. But you can get it. So 149 pounds, $200. I think the Dave Michael McKean. Michael McKean's awesome. Breaking Bad, Spinal Tap, Laverne and Shirley. What can't the guy do? But Dave McKean did the art for Firestarter, and it's been divisive. Why did I sound like that? It's been divisive, even though I dig Dave McKean art. I dig it. I loved his stuff in the Dark Tower series. I don't know if I love his stuff here, but I kind of wanted this. I don't have a nice edition of Firestarter. I don't even have a good edition. I think I have a shitty paperback. So this would have been right on time if it was another time. And that other time had me more money. No, I'm not wrong. October 10th, it went public. Really? Nope. Click on it at PS and it should say 0 available. Really? Add to cart. Oh, there is only 0 of Firestarter by Stephen King in stock. There's only 0. Oh, okay. Well, then this kind of pisses me off. Why do they do that? There is only 0. Okay, well, there you go. Sorry for the false alarm. I'll never do that again. P.S. You could sell your own books. That's fun because see over there? It's different seasons. I got some P.S. here and other places on my shelf. P.S. Boop. Oh, Dead Zone, different seasons. The Stand. Oh, which reminds me. Psych. Yeah, it's funny. So October 10th, it went public. October 10th, it'll be public. Okay. So October 10th, the new SST book will go public. And so just stay tuned for it. If you're not a subscriber to the email, chances are the 22 people watching are SST newsletter subscribers. If you're here in this tiny little corner, I mean, you're there. You already know. Yes. So it's no longer available. Let's take that off the deck. But speaking of The Stand, yep, ordered mine. SST ordered there. I said it. Yes. I am getting my artist edition of The Stand. I've got the shipping notice, and the United States Post Office has a label was created. A label has been created for my artist edition of The Stand. This, well, yeah, and the book, the chapbook in November that I'll be getting from, let me see. Let me see if I could pull it up. I think it was newsletter, so not newsletter 103, but newsletter 102, where I admit, yes, here it is. So this is where I admit it. So this is my scariest Stephen King scene, edited by Richard Chismar. They're going to offer a paperback version of this chapbook for sale later this year, but the only way to get a hardcover edition is as a pre-order bonus for Widow's Point. So it's going to have Anthony Bresnikan, Poppy Z. Bright, Nat Cassidy, who I'm excited for, because When the Wolf Comes Home is another book on my TBR. Billy Chiz, Johnny Compton, Dan Franklin, Robin Firth, Philip Fracassi, Brian Freeman, which I'm excited for, as well as Philip Fracassi, Mick Garris. Paul Michael Caine is submitting a thing. CJ Tudor, I can't stand her. But Nick Roberts is in there, my friend Mike. So you can get this signed by Chismar and limited to only 250. That's debatable. They might be printing a bunch. So I did it. I bought it to get this hardcover edition of my scariest Stephen King scene. And you should see the cover. It is really bad. I thought it was in here, but it's not. Anyway, so that's what I did. But in November, I get that. So in November, I'll be done with Cemetery Dance. I'll officially be totally, completely, dreamily, happily, ecstatically done with Cemetery Dance. I do have Turn Down the Lights artist edition. It's supposed to be signed by 9 people. I've ordered that in 2013 and still don't have it. So there's that. Then I think I might be getting some bonus books because I was part of the collectors club. So I never really bought those. And then there was this book club book thing that they did. So you get 6 books, 6 upcoming new releases. Now I bought that in 2018. And I think I got 3 or 4 of the books. So maybe 2 more out of there. So there are some odds and ends. But financially, I have recovered everything. I am out of the woods. The big beast was the artist edition. That if Cemetery Dance closed their doors when I still had the artist edition and I didn't get that, I would have lost. I would have lost money I spent in 2018. And it would have pissed me off so much. And also I did really, really, really want to stand. And I used to love what Cemetery Dance did. So anyway, I'll get that. And then I'll get that chapbook. And those other, outlier books. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. They can dig themselves a grave and roll in there. I really couldn't care less. The novelty of waiting for Turn Down the Lights is funny. I mean, that I'll have that story forever, right? I'll just have that as I bought a book in 2013 that I still don't have. 12 years, right? 2013, we're in 2025. I mean, maybe November. It's not fair because I bought it in November. So I have to wait till November to claim that. But nice. I had some back and forth about numbers with Mindy, but it's all good. Yeah, I would never have a back and forth with anybody there ever again. No back and forth. No problems. I mean, if my artist edition comes in the mail and it's damaged really bad, or there's some really super big binding defect, or, yes, But if I got a book and they gave me the wrong number, like I should be getting number 34 of the stand. And if I get number 344, great. I don't give a shit. I got the book. I'm just happy that they didn't go belly up. And so it'll be interesting to see what their future is, and I'll be mildly curious to see. And I will read Widow's Point to leave my review. But other than that, it'll just be like this comic book villain that's in my rear view once I get the stand. For the most part, I have at least 11 books outstanding from Cemetery Dance. Oh, god damn. At least artist version of the stand is coming soon. Yes. I wonder what they would say if you asked for a chapbook that wasn't signed by Chismar. No. Hey, Jesse, good to see you. Hello. Yeah, I don't want a chapbook. And it's the only reason I did it. There were other ones that almost got me to bite. If it's a chance of getting assigned anything, no. But there were a couple, I don't remember what they were, but I almost did it. And this is the one that I was like, no, it actually will have a Philip Fracassi story. And I'll get it before Jeff Con, and therefore I can get it signed. So isn't SST going to do Goblin? Yes. I thought I had an email about it, but I can't find anything about it now. I didn't get an email about it, but I think Josh Mallerman's been sharing the arcs of Goblin, and somebody shared an arc of Incidents Around the House. That kills me. I'm going to need both those books. Goblin was my first Mallerman read, and it was the Earthling edition, and so it started me on my Mallerman journey. And Incidents I haven't read yet. Again, that TBR. So yeah. But there was no email about it. Yes, I have the arc for it. It hasn't been announced yet, but Josh did post it on his page. Yeah. Given CD's track record, I expect those books in a couple of years. Yeah, I know. But he said, well, the chapbook, the My Scary Stephen King Scene chapbook is, it's basically a print on demand thing, and it's going to be very whatever. It's not going to be a big deal. I can't imagine it's going to be held up. So I may use my refund check with the Richard Chismar signature in there as a book plate in a Richard Chismar book. I think that might be a fun idea. I might have to do that. I'm imagining things then. No, it was. I also went through my emails to see. I did the same thing with Stinger because I thought they were pre-ordered. I thought I already ordered it, and I went through all my pre-orders and I didn't. And then when he announced it, I did pre-order it. I got it through Levidian to reduce the shipping costs. And I will probably do that with Goblin and Incidents Around the House. Probably. Bentley Little latest book will be out soon from CD. Really? What are they doing? I don't remember. What Bentley Little book? Oh, City Hall. Ugh. Oh, yeah. Well, good for them. They're going to do Bentley Little. They can hang on to it. So, yeah. That Bentley Little books, I don't know. I don't see the allure. He's got a fandom, good for him, but I'm not going to. I wish them all the best. I want Brian James Freeman to sell out all his Bentley Little stuff. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. So Firestarter is not available. Nobody knows why I wrote down long sight M40, other than you should have pre-ordered it. We don't know. SST secret pre-order. Stay tuned. I don't know anything about this book other than people really liked it. We talked about Rapture with the pre-order. We talked about the Stand AE coming to Beef Daddy, and we talked about Philip Fricassi's all of his editions of Autumn Springs. I didn't talk about this. I don't know if you saw my video on it. I unboxed it. I also read it. This is a banger of a story. It is really crazy and not horror in the sense of I'm just thinking of what I think of as horror, and this is more unsettling, and the twist is disturbing, but I don't know. It's a very interesting, speculative fiction read, and I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed number 5, and I'm just wondering when I'm getting my lettered. And as I describe this book, I like to say, well, I got to show you the picture when I do it, that it's crazier than a bite in the balls. Oh, that's gotta hurt, and I'm sure it did. But it's a fiction. It's a piece of fiction, so nobody really did get hurt. I'm reading that tonight before I go to bed. Oh, it's cool. I don't think you're going to stay up. You're going to be like, damn, what the hell? But you're not going to be like, oh, shit, Stephanie, hold me tighter because I'm afraid. I need my weighted blanket and my Jeff Word Stout. No, it ain't going to be anything like that. You're gonna be able to sleep, but you're gonna be like, damn, that was wild. You're gonna like it. You should like it. I liked it. And then also this Maelstrom. First time I ever read anything by R.J. Joseph. This is pretty wild. It is a pretty wild read. It is like Turn of the Screw set in a black community in Galveston, Texas. There's some hints of voodoo going on. Hints of voodoo. I don't know if voodoo was prevalent in Galveston, Texas. To me, it's more of it feels more Louisiana, but pretty wild story. Kind of gruesome ending. And of course, awesome artwork from Chris Panettiere. So I think this is up for pre-order. This is the Ark, of course. Maelstrom. Look at that. I mean, that gives you the chills. That gives you the chills. Let me in. Yeah. So set you back in time to a community you may not have ever lived in. But I like stuff like that. I like going places where I've not been or have not been exposed to. That's the thing. That's the thing with being a human being. You want to go places and get new novel experiences so you can kind of broaden your empathy and your understanding of the world. G-Town. I haven't read in over a month. I just can't get into anything. Oh, I'm sorry, Jesse. I've been through so many reading slumps in my life, but the best cure for it is to read. Just sit down, pick up a book. Sometimes you go to a favorite author or even a favorite book you previously read and just get lost in it. It'll the best way to to get out of a reading slump is to read. I know that's shitty advice, but I'm a shitty guy. So it's on brand, Oh, I'm coughing. I got a little bit of a dry throat and I'm out of beer, I think. Oh no. Oh yeah. You love it. You love it. You get that pinch hitter right there. Oh, speaking of pinch hitter, let's see how fantasy football's going. Oh, I may not win my I may not win my one fantasy league. I am favored to win though. But it's pretty much set. It's pretty much set in the balls and books fantasy league. Stephen Wayne Elson Jr. crushed it. Peasant Tea Cake was just maniacal in his devastation. Oh, it breaks my heart to see it. Mike, you lost. I'm sorry, Mike. I know I said it already, but it's over. It's over. All you can do is move on to next week. Sometimes shorter books help me get out of a reading slump. Yes. Yeah, but they have to be good. They just have to be, just got to get you, get you out of it. Just ordered my aardvark copy of Philip's book and Buffalo Hunter Hunter. Joined just to buy that and will cancel when it arrives. Keep rubbing it in. There's always next week, Mike. Yes. This wasn't that good, but it's the beer I have. So, yes. But closing out the show, I just got to mention some big news, and I don't see a lot of talk about it. Fantasia Press is going to do Dreamcatcher. I don't know any details other than Fantasia Press is doing Dreamcatcher. That is pretty cool. Stephen King promised a book to Alex. Alex was going to send me the letter, and he never did. I did want to talk about it on my channel. I thought it could be a Jeff Word scoop, but it was a Jeff Word poop. And it is pretty cool. Yeah, I saw that, but it's going to be impossible to get, in my opinion. Mistake post, I knows. Yes. It's wonder if the price of Dreamcatcher will be affordable. I mean, it's going to be huge. A huge demand, so you might not be able to get it. I don't know if it's going to be signed. Excuse me, maybe the lettered will be and not the numbered. But this is his chance to make bank. I will say, of the books in Stephen King's catalog, Dreamcatcher is a tough one. A lot of people did not like Dreamcatcher. I think Alex deserved a better title than Dreamcatcher. I would have loved to see, well, yeah, the more I'm thinking about it, he's sci-fi. I would have loved to see him do Tommyknockers. Oh, that would have been so good. Tommyknockers is also not a beloved Stephen King title, so it would have got dinged in that regard. Or Cell, but Cell's another one. I'm just trying to think of the Stephen King books that have a more sci-fi leaning. I didn't read The Institute, so that could be more sci-fi. But yeah, to me, it stands out. It would be Tommyknockers, Dreamcatcher, Cell could be science fiction, although it is zombie horror, but it does deal with technology, and I don't know. It's hard to say. But Dreamcatcher was one that, I mean, the shit weasels, those were kind of like Stephen King really wanted to make fun of hunters. He really wanted to bring it to right-wing Republican hunters. So he wanted to humiliate them, and he did with the shit weasels. That's why that was there. It was sort of like a thumb in his nose at neocons. And I didn't really mind it. I read it once ages ago. Insomnia would be sort of, well, I don't know. Sci-fi fantasy. Fairy Tale. Why didn't I think Fairy Tale was a better liked book than Dreamcatcher? Fairy Tale would have been a good one for Fantasia. He should have gave him that one. Unless Fairy Tale's coming out from somebody else that I don't know. But I wanted to see better for Alex. Whatever it is going to sell, especially if Stephen King signed it. It will sell. I don't know who's doing the art. I'm sure Alex would want to line up a Stephen King related artist. Don Mates, maybe. I don't know. 11/22/63. Yeah. Is a sci-fi. Yeah, that's a good one, Jesse and Christopher. Yes. I'd rather seen Insomnia, yeah. If you have Firestarter, will one have rights? Oh, I mean, maybe. That's interesting. That'd be going way back. 11/22/63 would have been fantastic. Yes. I can't believe I didn't even I would say that's sci-fi. That would have been awesome. That would have been a gift. But no matter what, it'll sell. Dreamcatcher will sell. And maybe it's worth a reread. Would I like to try to get it? Possibly. Possibly. Maybe. I don't know. Depends on where I am in this whole crazy financial game. But maybe. I enjoyed Dreamcatcher. That's my recollection too. I did enjoy it. It did feature somebody, I think, with Down syndrome who was a conduit of sorts to these aliens, and the aliens were hunting the hunters. That's like really as much as I remember. I do remember the shit weasels. The guys were having really bad diarrhea, the hunters. It's a stupid thing to remember, but and then the individual with Down syndrome who's sort of a conduit. I think it's been a long, long time. I read it once when it came out, and it's one of those books that, which is rare for Stephen King. When I put it down, I immediately forgot about it. In fact, if you told me to name all the Stephen King books I read, it would probably come in last, right next to The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. Like, I always forget those two. The most forgotten Stephen King books. So, yeah, it's interesting, which is kind of a good opportunity. Like, revisiting it now maybe would make it I'd be able to sort of assess it better. Dark Half would have been interesting. That's another one I forgot about. Dark Half. I did like that one. George Stark. I did like that one a lot. Been forever since I read it. Not sure I remember anything about it. I know. It's a funny little book that way. Usually Stephen King creates one or two scenes that stick with you. Even Tommyknockers, man. That stuck with me for a long time. Under the Dome. Yeah. So if I was a publisher and I approached and Stephen King gave me a number of books to choose from, Under the Dome, I would probably not want to do because it's such a big book and I loved it. When I read it, I loved it. I was like, finally, another chonker from Stephen King. This is when I was still in my full throttle Stephen King fandom. And I loved it. I liked Barbie. He was a great hero, conflicted, sort of pissed off that he was forced to fight a war that nobody should have been in. And then Big Jim Rennie was obviously his takedown of Mitt Romney. And a good villain. So just that book was really good, but it's a big chonker and not a lot of love for it. So a big commitment, not a lot of love return. And if you're not getting all the copies signed, I don't know. I don't know if people would line up. I mean, it's a Stephen King book. Chances are it's going to sell. So it's very low risk. All of Alex's books are signed by author except the trades. I'm not 100% sure how that works. What if he just gave them Wizard and Glass, book 4 of a series? That'd be hilarious. I thought that was one of the best book series, so that would be hysterical. Dreamcatcher is pretty big. Yeah, that's true. It could be just that, boom, this is the book you got, Alex. Take it or leave it. I was surprised Centipede was able to do Long Walk last year, considering it's a movie now. Maybe that's why. I don't know. And maybe Stephen King feels bad about being such a tease, not letting not really doing these limited editions. He owes Paul Suntop another. He doesn't owe anybody anything, but man, he should give another one to Paul Suntop. He gave another one to Jared. He gave another one to Alex. Give one to Paul Suntop and give one to Levidian. God damn it. I'm getting pissed off. These people were such good publishers and so good to Stephen King. Man, it pisses me off. Levidian, Suntop, Fantasia, Earthling. Give one to Earthling. Kind of pisses me off. I have an autographed Dreamcatcher. Bought it because it was signed to Mark, and you just said, well, I thought it was probably the book he offered. It's funny. Stephen King needs to pull up and square up. Oh, Jesse's gonna scuff Nux. He's gonna scuff Nux. He's gonna throw fists. We're gonna throw hands. Gonna throw hands with the old man. No, I just think that there are better titles that deserve a limited edition. I would love to see Gerald's Game. That wouldn't fit for Fantasia because he's sci-fi and fantasy. But I'd love a limited Gerald's Game. I got to say, when Misery came out from Suntop, I'm like, yes, it's one of my most favorite Stephen King books. And I don't think Gerald's Game gets enough love. I don't think Cell gets enough love. If PS Publishing does anniversary editions of those two books, I would get those. Meet me outside. How about that? Oh, my God. I think that was the tipping point for America. That was when the culture, and I'm just talking culture, not talking politics, not talking about anything else other than culture. I think that's when we died. Catch Dr. Phil and Cash Me Outside. How about that? Is when we were done. We were cooked at that moment, and we didn't even know it. I love Gerald's Game. Yeah. Yeah, Dreamcatcher is the bottom of King's books, and that should have a special edition. You know what? Another book I really liked, and I got 2 signed number 1 first editions of that it doesn't have a limited is Bag of Bones. I would love to see a limited of Bag of Bones. I got to reread Bag of Bones. Bag O Bones. I got to reread it. I'm way overdue. That's going to the top of the TBR. You could take that to the bank. Bag O Bones. And with that, I've run out of show. You notice I run out of beer and I run out of show at the same moment. Is it causation or correlation? We should do studies. It's been so long. I wonder how many rights holders are still around since Misery. Well, it doesn't matter because they'd come in out of the woodwork if Suntop did another Stephen King book. Leftovers would go immediately to the lottery. Yes. Gotta go. See you in all 2 weeks. Yes, Mark. I was about to cut it like a bobbit and head on out. But yes, I'll see you in 2 weeks. I need to take another week off next week. Got something pretty special lined up. And then I'll be back, whatever that next Sunday is. So it's October 20th, I believe. So I'll be there. I hope you will too. Hope we all have a good time. Hope you got some good stories to tell, good books to read, and good beers to drink. And Get tickets to Jeff Con if you can. I would love to see as many of you as possible. I'm trying to make it as worth your while as possible. That grab bag is gonna, or the swag bag is gonna have a chapbook with a story written by me, an intro written by Philip Fracassi, signed by both of us. It's gonna be a lot of. I hope it's a lot of fun. I'm doing the rewrite right now. I really do. I'm pouring my heart into it, people. I really want it to be something fun and special for us. We're going to have so many special guests that will be there in the room with us. Tons of giveaways. Going to have the Zoom call so we could talk to the publishers. Fascia to fascia. Faccia brute. And then Rapture beer to drink while we sit and we talk. It's going to be a good time. And I would love to see as many of you as possible. I'm trying to add as much value as possible. And if you're a Patreon, you get a discount. That doesn't go away. So please sign up, line up, and it'll be a great time. And if you can't carpool, get on down to Omeletville. So I'm trying to have a night before and a morning after little event that's auxiliary. And just, sort of if you're in town, we could do it. But hopefully you can make it. I would love to see you all there. And until 2 weeks from now, and we'll be a little further along in our journey around this sun. I still believe it's a globe. I still believe we live on a round planet. But those flat earthers are making their case to me, and I don't know what to believe anymore. But I still think it's round, and I still think we're traveling around the sun. So you haven't lost me entirely to conspiracy theories, but God damn it, those flat earthers, they're damn persuasive. Anyway, believe in the books and what? Believe in the books and believe in good and be good to each other and be good to yourself. And I'll see you in 2 weeks.